Hey, good morning everybody. It's Dan here, your storage auction treasure hunter guy, and in this video I have part 2 of my Anderson Cooper show adventure. In part 1, just to recap real quickly, I had mentioned that I was contacted by one of the producers for the show Anderson. It's a daytime talk show hosted by Anderson Cooper, and the theme of the show was treasure hunting. Folks were finding treasures at flea markets, at estate auctions, at these different garage sales and sales taking place, and I was contacted to be a part of the show to talk about storage auction treasure hunting. I'm not going to go into too much detail. I went over a lot of that in the first part of this video, but I just wanted to now share the second part, which kind of highlights the experience of actually being on the show. It was a really cool experience. I'm thrilled that I was contacted to appear in the audience, and it was real awesome. So anyway, here is the first clip that I wanted to show you.
Hey, welcome to Anderson. Today's show is all about how you can find hidden treasures, unexpected treasures at places like flea markets. We've actually set up a flea market backstage here at Anderson. I'm actually interested in these. These are Star Wars figurines, so I'm going to see how much I can get 3 for. How much for 3 Star Wars figures? 3 is 25. So I have 21. 21, okay. Really? Yeah, sure. Okay. We're going to start the show. Stick around, though. We're going to have a live auction, more of the flea market, more hidden treasures, and how you can find hidden treasures. We'll be right back.
All right, so you can see that it was announced that the theme of the show was treasure hunting, and the 2 guests that were on this show was one, Paul Brown. He is the star of Auction Kings on the Discovery Channel, and then Lara Spencer, who is an occasional co-hostess of the Antiques Roadshow, and she apparently is a real antiques enthusiast, and she loves to go to flea markets and do these kinds of treasure hunting, just like anybody else who's got a passion for this kind of thing would love to do. And she recently wrote a book. So the 2 stars were Paul Brown and Lara Spencer. And this next clip is Paul Brown.
All right, welcome back. Paul Brown is with us. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me, bro.
So you brought us some items. I think the first item is down here.
We'll start with leading with that.
Yeah, I think we are.
Awesome.
Why not?
Yeah, I found this little estate find. I actually bought the dresser. Inside the top drawer was this little nugget.
All right, so the guy that you're about to see in the following clip, his name is Zach. I met Zach backstage. There were actually 3 of us who were invited to be on the show in the studio audience by the producers of Anderson. And Zach is had a very interesting story to tell. So, rather than me explaining why Zach was invited on the show, just check out this clip and you'll see for yourself.
So let's see. We got someone in the audience who found hidden treasure at a thrift store recently. His story's been making headlines. Where's Zach?
Where is that?
Hey, Zach. All right, Zach. Let me come over to you. What do you find at a thrift store here? What is this?
I found a signed Picasso print.
Wow. Where was the thrift store?
It's in Columbus, Ohio.
So you walked. Did you know instantly when you saw what it was? Because honestly, looking at that, I would have no idea.
I could tell it was a high-quality print. I wasn't aware it was an actual Picasso signed print.
So as you can see, Zach had a really interesting story to tell. The guy found an original signed Picasso print at a thrift shop for 14 bucks. The estimated value of this thing is 10 grand. So, that is a great story, a major treasure find. And anyway, he was a really nice guy too. I was very happy to meet Zach. All right, in this next clip, look in the lower right-hand corner of the frame, and you'll see there I'm sitting right next to Anderson Cooper. He's standing right next to me as he's talking to his guests on the stage. Now, Cooper had interviewed me for about 3 or 4 minutes on storage auction treasure hunting, and he also gave me the opportunity to ask a question of one of his guests, which was Paul Brown. And also notice the young lady sitting right behind me wearing the blue dress. Her name is Tracy. She was the 3rd of the 3 guests that were invited to be on the show in the studio audience. So it was me, Zach, and Tracy. Anyway, so here's the clip. Again, I'm in the lower right-hand corner.
We had a woman on the show a couple of months ago who had found basically a wooden chest of drawers in her house, in her family's house. It had been in her family for a long time, and didn't know how much it was worth. We had it appraised. It was worth about $500,000. It turned out to be, this incredibly. And before we told her how much it was worth, I said, would you ever sell it? And she was like, absolutely not. It's been in my family for, hundreds of years. And then she found out it was $500,000. She was like, yeah, I'll take it. I'll sell it right now. So when we come back, the time has finally come to find out what is inside the mystery safe.
Okay, so unfortunately, being seen sitting there next to Anderson Cooper while he was standing in the aisle was my appearance on the show. Because unfortunately, the 3 or 4 minutes that Cooper had interviewed me on Storage Auction Treasure Hunting, that little segment didn't make the show. I wound up on the cutting room floor, so to speak. So, the mini interview that Cooper gave me about Storage Auction Treasure Hunting and the question that I asked of Paul Brown didn't actually make the show. But, so what? What are you going to do? It was an awesome experience. I really had a lot of fun with it. I wouldn't change a damn thing. It was a beautiful day in the city. It was a lot of fun. And, deservedly so, Jack got, I keep calling him Jack. Zach got the most attention as a guest of the studio audience because, again, his story of having found an original signed Picasso print for $14 in a thrift store in Columbus, Ohio is a huge story. And I don't begrudge Zach one little bit for getting most of the spotlight of, we three studio audience guests. So, Zach, more power to you. I'm very, very happy for you. You are a real nice guy, and I hope you get top dollar for your print. So anyway, that was it. That was my experience being on the on Anderson, hosted by Anderson Cooper. It was just fantastic, and truthfully, the producers of the show found me from these videos that I put out there on YouTube. And, I put these videos out there to help you guys out, to help out my fellow treasure hunting community. And I'm going to just keep on putting these videos out there because, one, I absolutely love doing it. And who knows, when you're recognized by the right people on YouTube, you never know what the hell might happen. So anyway, that's it. My name is Dan. I am signing off for now. If you are a treasure hunting enthusiast, then I do encourage you to click the subscribe button right now. Subscribe to my channel because I do a lot of videos on treasure hunting. I try to offer as much helpful advice as I can to the treasure hunting community. And that's it. So I'm going to sign off. Please hit subscribe now if you're not a subscriber, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.